Da, 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 do, da, da, da. Huh. A little wiggle play in here. Let's try it like that. I like that. Ooh, I like that a lot. Well, hello. Well, that looks good. Let's go, Bill. Let's go, Goobs. Let's go, Ronnie. Yeah, is this thing on? Dude, I know, right? Oh my God. It's like dusting up the old car. I don't even see those comments yet. Where's the comments? There she is. Boom! Son, this is just good living right here. Oh my God, I haven't even turned on the lights yet. All right, we're gonna move this just a hair closer. We're gonna move this just a hair closer. Oh, baby. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm yourself, all right? Don't be chewing before you chop. Let's go ahead and put your backboard on, huh? I don't want no attitude from you later. Oh, baby. Shoo! That just looks good. Okay, I don't like that. Go back to that. I like that philosophy a little bit better. I mean, how do y'all? Wow. What trash. Okay. Okay. So that's good. Oh, okay. That's that. So put that chip rack there. Damn, I can put this chip rack back. Dude, how can I have forgotten this camera angle? Look at all the room for activities. Oh, baby. Oh. Okay. I will not have my microphone. Y'all can hear me. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Y'all should be able to hear me. But thanks, James. For the first part, probably I won't have my microphone. The microphone's on the camera, but I don't have my microphone plugged in until my phone starts charging, because I was on the phone all day and I forgot to charge it. And don't judge me. So let's see here. Okay, so sorry guys, it's been like 2 months. I got banned from Harrah's for a little bit, and that was not fun. I shouldn't say Harrah's as a general. I'm guessing Harrah's River Valley, which is my home casino. So I just took that as a sign. Aria $3 chip. Where'd you come from? And then also, I'm filming right now. I'm building a bathroom and kitchen in the warehouse, like right here. So we're getting a little bit of an issue. Then I was at camp, went to Chicago, went to Colorado, went to Chicago again, went to Maryland, went to DC, went to Disney, went to Orlando. We just had a heck of a time. We've been busy. All right, so without further ado, and little leaves falling in the distance. Ooh, a little sick red. We got a little Georgia red black. Ooh, green and red. That's Christmas. Another Georgia. Just waiting for Louisiana trip. Heck yeah. We got another Christmas. Huh. Dude, that almost looks black when it's space between. Anyway, sorry about that. 5-2, Shreveport. Man, I want to go. I love me some Shreveport. They always shoot me right. But I got a little disappointed in Shreveport. You know, their max bet's 10,000 now, and last time I went there 25,000. They're like, no, it's always been 10,000. I was like, no, I'm pretty sure it's been 25,000 because I showed up here. What? A little 3D. Yeah, it'd been cool if I just rolled a 7 right there, but no, it was a 9, it was a 3. Oh wow, here we go. It was 11, 5. Ooh, well this is Vegas. This is Circa. This is Circa. And these are my midnights. Yep. Okay, so just take half of those and put that there. And then take the other half and put it right there. And the reason why I do this, I don't know if I've ever explained it, and after talking to John Cocos, Pro Craps Gambling, whatever you want to say, 10x, oh, love it. It's 100x at Rivers. The reason why I love doing this is not because of like an OCD thing. The reason why is if you guys, I guess y'all wouldn't know. When I'm at a casino, they hand you 5 dice, okay? When they hand me 5 dice, I always roll and pick out the 7 out of the roll. And so in my mind, that's me signifying the fact that a 7 has been rolled. Doesn't matter, I mean, like that's a 7, right? 7's been rolled. Doesn't matter if I do this, it's a 7 over here that's still been rolled. So food for thought, that's what I do for that. So I just rolled a 10 right there, so I guess I'll put that right there. So that's why I rolled to the 7s and have them lined up. So technically I've rolled, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, and picked out the 7s of each. So horseshoe's 100x. Yes, it is. Okay, so what? Chip rack, fancy chip rack, fancy backboard, and we're going to do $10,000. All right, so we're gonna dial it down. I should be practicing $50,000, but I'm going to do. This is what we'll do. We'll do a 10,000, which makes 2,000. Okay, if I do something right. Then I'll take 2,000 and try to make 400. Then I'll take a $408 bankroll and potentially, I don't know, do some fun stuff with it. I don't know how much we'll do that, but do 20% chop. So that way we can sit here and kind of progress through different bankrolls, different scenarios with different bankroll amounts. For the $10,000 bankroll, I'll stick to a $25 table. For the $2,000 bankroll, I'll jump down to a $15 table, and then anything else I might drop down to a $10 or a $5 table. And let's see here if I'm missing anything. Okay, I think that's it. All right, so 3, 6, 7, 8, 7,000, 8,000. Dude, Charles, you have the chip racks. So let's just actually play. Three, 6, 7, 8, 9,000. That's stupid, Charles. I'm putting this back. It's stupid, it's egotistical. 4,000, 8,000, 9,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. 500. 600. 700. 800. 900. 1,000. So there you go, 10,000. I was trying, believe it or not, the reason why I started steps is because I got halfway through and I was like, do I really need that many red chips? Like, is that a thing now? I was like, I don't think I do, but you never know. And look at this, we got these good old boy chip rackies, like just really kicking it to the man right now. Hey, what's going on, Waylon? All right, so we got that. I think I'm gonna see here, hold on real quick. Ugh. Special for you guys. Take this back. Let's get a regulation chip rack in here so that way I can see here and actually kind of look at some stuff. So that means I can put my phone right here. Oh, it's even better, man, because look at this. Isn't that as crazy as this? This can be a backboard for this side. You can see the pass line and don't pass line, so I can signify that, and these two can be my chip racks. I'll use these right here, so that way, in fact, I'll even bump it up a little bit so I can see all of it. How about that? Okay. Cool. All right, so sorry, I got me on the right here. All right, did a hard count, but let's do it again. 15, 4,000, 8,000, 9,000, 95, 96, 97, 8, 99, hundo. Now that hundo, I will take 3 greens. And the reason why I'm using these 2 chip racks, partly because it's cool, because that's always a plus. I'll put this right here, so I'll still be able to roll. And we'll put it over there, just because I want to see it. Needs Vince to show up. Oh no, not Vince. All right, so we got that going. The way I would set this up theoretically in the rack, this is where I kind of want to use this visual representation. 2, 4, 5,000. Put 2,000 right here, 2,000 right here, and then bring this. I'd probably be paranoid about having this many thousand chips just on the side rack. I'm always paranoid about someone like lifting a chip, so that's why I always do that. I'd have my smaller denominations like right here, so I'd keep them on the same or on opposite rack. I love rack centering between 2 positions, especially if you're doing a long session. Number one, it helps a lot with kind of a space thing, but also helps a ton with kind of securing, well, not any space, but like having enough room to like, I always sit here and say, well, I need these racks. And the reason they'll say, why do you need those 2 racks? I'll be like, yeah, because y'all want me to make money, right? That's why we're here, to make a bunch of money. I can't have a full rack. I need an empty rack to fill it up. So it's always kind of a cool little comment you can say to them. Gets them really jazzed up. All right, guys. Well, we're at a $25 table, $10,000, $10,000 bankroll, $25 table. We have a max bet of $5,000, min bet of $25. The odds are going to be 10 to 20x. All these, the VIG, 5% vigorish upon upfront. The casino that uses this is obviously Harrah's River Valley and Harrah's Cherokee. These are my 2 main ones in North Carolina. This is their exact table minimums and maximums and odds, so nothing's being changed or altered. And then when we bust down, I'll do that for the $15 table too. All right, and let's see, get the fire bet. Fire bet is good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Got some laid bets and some on-offs, which I'm absolutely gonna need. All right, I think we're cooking with marinara, guys. The 1, I don't even know what that means. The 1 is taking all transfers. That sounds funny though, the 1, the Neo. All right, guys, so the 7 got rolled. Let's say I just walked up, 7 out, 0.7 out. First thing I'd probably do, offset. And this one's gonna be a little different than my other kind of longer streams, is that I'm gonna take it slow, explain as best as possible what I'm doing. And since we got the aesthetic of the backboard and the racks, you might as well play, you know, like you have a back or something. So yo 11, push, does nothing. That's an 8. Oop, moves over to the 8. All right, so this position I wouldn't do anyway. Because 6 and 8, like I said, 6, 7, and 8 are so close in terms of statistical value that, I mean, if you're betting against, you're just as, you know, pretty much just as easy to hit that as you were to miss it. Same thing by doing some kind of hedge system. To me, I wouldn't do on the 6 and 8. A lot of times, if you want to do more pressure on the 6s and 8s, you can do hedges on the outsides, or at the same time, just start working them before the point's established, because, like I said, 6, 7, 8, pretty much right there as it goes. All right, so deuce, and in fact, just to keep the crowd happy, I do this a lot when I'm just coming up to the table and I really don't have a feel for it yet, or I don't know what's going on, if it's hot, it's cold, if the last 17 people have rolled 1 time and this guy's about to roll 50 times. So I take it very slow, and that's why if you look at my streams, the betting becomes progressively more aggressive as we go, and the reason why is because technically I've been on the table longer, a story has been told. So hit an 8, oops, boop, hit an 8. That was the first point made. I actually lost $6 right there, not a big deal. Coming back, that is an 8 again. And once again, being gentle. I just played $6 odds on that. You can play lower odds on some casinos to the minimum. I lost $6. I'm just gonna put $12, wins 10. Nothing crazy. 8. And that's the beautiful thing about 6s and 8s. I love doing the $6 bet, because if you win $5. And at the end of the day, you can sit here and really just kind of like be playing. Go 11 does nothing. But the same, ooh, a fat 4. All right, so third point is a 4. I'm gonna go ahead, I've already down $18. Whoa now. I'm gonna do something called a pyramid. I'm gonna do it better with chips though. Do a pyramid, which means $50 odds, 3 of the same denomination, pyramid. There's a 3, and I can roll a bit more fast. It's a 12. That's an 11. That's a 7. So 7 is going to pay 25. Made $7. You're like, well, that's a whole lot of work for $7, but I've seen a whole lot more work be done for negative 1,000. So you got to take it, get it, guys. And $7 and a couple rolls ain't too bad. Also, I'm going to go ahead and start the abacus with the 4 and 10. At the casino, I'd use a notepad to see what I'm in for, or where I'm lost and when I'm down. Obviously here, I'm just going to do it as a visual representation. And it's also good sometimes like to keep in a habit, like, all right, this is where it's at, this is where it's going to be. So rolling, that is a fat 6. You always love seeing that. Just keeping consistency here, just $5 on a 6. I'm just as likely to put nothing on it as I am to put something on it. And like I said, $6 is just there, just like, all right, well, I'm betting, but I don't have to be. 4 again, I'm down $6. I got the 4 in for the second point. I'm not gonna do 50 this time. I'm just gonna do 30. Like I said, guys, it's all about basically keeping a very gentle start. Ooh, in rack 9, doesn't really matter. 6, 10, first 10 thrown, 10, second 10 thrown, 8. That is a 7 out. Man, we're just getting more legit by the day, guys. You know, we're sitting here, got the old chip racks, got the alligator stripping, and we're just high society today. And if I don't catch your message on the live, I mean, I am watching, so I apologize if I do it. Hey, Waylon, AZ Crab. So I guess what they're telling Brad, the one. Oh, Waylon is the one. Well, dang, Waylon. Heck yeah. All right, 25 offset, reset your abacus. Waylon Craps. 7, that's a double 7. I'm gonna go ahead and come out this is kind of be the first chance at aggression, which is $30, 6 and 8. 2 7s come out, so now we can just go ahead and start doing these 6 and 8 progressions. That's a 10, keep them going. I'm gonna do 130. I could do 120, but you know, we're just kind of keeping it kosher. 7 out, take this away. So, boom, pays 50, and this is gonna pay 15, $5. $5 and 2 rolls ain't bad, guys. That's a pretty good return if you can win $5 every 2 rolls. That's every minute. So 5 times 60, that's $300 an hour right there. $5 every 2 rolls. Just throwing that out there, guys, in case y'all forgot. All right, so we're gonna sit here and do a $30, 6 and 8. She working. We hit a 10. Wash, wash, rinse, repeat. The only thing I'm going to change on this one is I'm going to do a true 120. No sense in angering the guides any more than you have to. Boom, 4. We got 110 and 1 4. Second roll is another 4. So we got a 4, 2 4s, a 10, and a 4. Third and final roll. Drum roll release 11. These are now off. Converting this down to 30. And we're off to the races. That's a fat 10. So we take it, point made. 2 10s have been thrown and 2 4s. $30 lost. I'm gonna just drop the don't, come back for 35 on the don't pass bar. First point made, let's chew. We got ourselves a 7. Ooh, okay. This is a great response. So reset your abacus. That's first of all, a lot of people forget about that, but reset, lost 35. That's a total of $65 lost. You can come in for 70. Now, this is an interesting position to be in. I'm gonna say this kind of where it needs to go, okay? So realistically, you know, I can put $70 right here in the don't, and that's me taking the loss plus 5 all the way right here to the don't for a point made, and then 7 on the come out, right? That's one way to do it. You can also say, well, maybe I don't want to get so heavy on the 70 on the come out, but I'm down 70. maybe I want to do something a little bit different. Maybe I want to sit here and, kind of juice up the 6 and 8 for a come out on the second, but after a 4. So in saying this, I'm going to take a route that usually I put it right here and whirl it. But for this conversation, I'll sit here and show you guys. I'm going to take 30 right here. So I'm keeping, or excuse me, 35. So the lost 30 plus 5 for 35, keeping that progression going. And I'm actually going to bump my 6 and 8 by 30 each, so $60 6 and 8. Turn them on for only one roll. Get that $1 chip back to its home. And then roll. So 4, right? So I still got the 70 going. I have a 7 and then a 4. And then $35 in the 4 is pretty good. And maybe I want to take another chance. Once again, you're at a low level. You're not at mid-level. You're not, any kind of hundreds, like 500, 300, 200. Anything around 200 to 400, that's where you got to really start thinking about tightening her back down and saying, okay, where can I start squeezing a penny, squeezing a dollar, okay? So right now, we're telling a 5-cent story instead of a $5 story. So that's good. So right here, I like my position. There's been a 10 point, there's been a 7 rolled, and now a 4 point. In saying that, I did what I told you. I was going to work it for one roll, $70, but it didn't work. So they take this off thinking that I was assuming going to work it. Well, this is where you can do a backdoor switch. And so I have 120 right here. So let's go ahead and do 300 on the don't pass. Savvy? And you're letting it still march. So that's the 9. Second roll is going to be an 8. 8 pays 70. You've now made back everything that you've come in with. You're going to say, drop me down to a $30 6 and 8. They wouldn't even do like that. So I guess they give me this back. I'd take all this back. Okay. And then this is another thing that people forget is that don't have this going crazy. So you're going to have to sit here and take this down. But then you're like, well, this is still going. No, you've made everything back. So technically you can revert this down to, 0, down 25 or 0 or, keep it at 35. So I've already made my money back that I've lost. Okay. So I have no loss in this little 410 gambit. I'm on a second point with the 4 being thrown on the 8. Okay. So based on the fact that I've only seen 2 shooters, 3 shooters, and not a lot of points being made, maybe it's been a cold table. Maybe not a lot of people have made points. You haven't been here long enough to understand. So what do you do in that situation? You still make a decisive bet, but you're not trying to once again open the floodgates down at a lower level that will exponentially kill you at a higher level. So what I'll do is, and that's a lot of gabbing, right? For this right here, 35 back to 25. And let's play. Yo 11, 7 out, 25 pays. So not only did I make my money back safely, not only did I hedge it correctly, not only did I play with the numbers from the past, the odds, to the straight don't pass bar, to the hedge, back to the 6 and 8. Do you see the shift that happened there? We went from odds on a 10 to a don't on a flat to a working 6 and 8 with a partition to the don't to the 4 odds working as a triangle to a hit, shut down, regress. We're just doing a flat 25 on a second point with the 4 being so you're 2-to-1 favorite. Well, even if we lost, we're still at $30 now, back on the don't like we were after the 10, except now we've made 2 points, and not only 2 points, 2 outside points coming into the don't with $30. And even in that sense, you would do the exact same steps over and over and over again. So, I mean, that's a good little churn right there. It's a good representation of what you guys kind of hit in the casino sometimes. And this little slick that we just did is one of the real problems, and I'm glad this happened. I gotta remember that this episode did this, but it's a lot of problems that y'all have is that right there. That perfect scenario is heavy odds on the 10 because you hate yourselves, and then you try to go crazy on the don't pass and you don't want to leave it. You want to stick there until the dying end. 4 coins a point. You then load it with even more odds, and then don't work the 6 and 8, or you hit it and then press and keep working that instead of downgrading the whole way. Like I said, I like to play in the mentality of survive the longest. Now, could I make more money making this stab going from here? Absolutely. Could I make more money pressing and doing next one? Absolutely. But I'm not trying to make more money. I'm just trying to survive. Plain and simple. The longest, it's the tortoise and the hare, man. All right, cool. So sorry about that. Was like a really winded one, and I apologize for that one. But that was a really good example. Usually I don't get that. Like I never get those. And if I don't get those, then who does? Really? I mean, I just shoo. Oh, best Diet Coke ever. In the green bottle. Yeah. Okay. I apologize for that. Excuse me. That was very rude of me. So, I didn't win the Powerball. Yeah, no, Waylon. It was in Alderna, California. They called that person state out. They're like, this is Joe's service station. At this time, it was crazy. It was actually really hilarious. All right, so 7 out. I'm working these. I'm offsetting this again with a lot more information. Like I said, you see how the information is just getting, and the reason why it gets easier, it's not because of some magic feeling the flow of this table. It's the longer you sit at a table, the more information you receive. Now, whether you choose to use that or not, it's completely up to you, but it's, once again, it's how you perceive the information. And guys, what's the move if the point hits, you lose the 300? Then you take your loss plus $5 back to the don't on the 4, and you can hit the 7. You can ride the 4 even more. I don't know how I scratched that. And X, Y, and Z. And I just realized, guys, I don't know why y'all didn't tell me that the lights aren't on. Come on, guys. Really? Lowbrow. Be right back. Damn, I got the dang party lights on. I don't even have the overhead lights on. I do love some soft lighting, though, so I'll give it that. Oh my God. Hold on. Let me get a flash. I gotta get a flashlight, a stick. I'll be right back because I'm going outside using the stick for Juro spiders. Just gotta turn the light on from outside. Sorry about that, guys. Man, it's so much brighter in here. Good Lord. Oh my God, it's so much brighter. All right. I just want you to know there was 3 Juro spider nests around this building. Just throwing that out there. Oh my God, I can see now. All right. Let's see here. Okay, I pressed that. Isn't the point an 8? Oh, it's just 7 down. It didn't matter. Double 7s. Turn on. 8. 35 plus 14 is 49. So drop me $1. You got it. Make the 860 and turn off. Take back the $32. Doll hairs. All the good stuff. Let me make sure I didn't miss any questions. Sorry about that. Sound effects. Okay. What's the move if the point hits? Answer that. These little pauses crack me up. Live stream to the fullest. Well, I sure as heck ain't gonna sit here and I was just telling, oddly enough, actually the point's an 8. I was just telling John Cocos on the phone, and I was like, I think I decided like 6 months into doing YouTube, I was like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna be very lo-fi, like very low technology, you know? And I never thought I would live those words to the word 7 out, because I moved to the property, and the property has got the worst internet I've ever seen anywhere in my life. And to get comparable, if you downgrade this internet, it's a dial-up. So the point 9. Okay, and so now I start thinking. Okay, so I'm just gonna think out loud, and this is exactly what I'm thinking when looking at this situation. All right, Charles. Well, I certainly don't remember ever throwing a lot of 5s, because I never got worried on a 4. I don't remember throwing a lot of 9s, because I'd have thought 999 Fraulein, that's the German birth control, and I'd have thought 5s, I'd have said Greg for 555. So that means we've gone through maybe 5 some-odd shooters, 6 some-odd shooters, so we're around the bend, and I don't recall anyone ever throwing a 9. So based on that, I'm going to do $12 odds, and that's it. You 11, that's 3, that's an 8, it's a 5, I remember that 5, that's a 7, but I was thinking about this since the last time I hit the thing. I was like, it didn't matter the first time I threw it, but I was like, yeah, I feel like that's lowbrow. I feel like that's me hoping for something that doesn't exist. So I'm actually gonna not pay myself on this 7. I'm declaring now with the new chip rack, since I haven't done that in a while, that the chip rack does not count as a throw. You heard it here first, folks. 6, 7 out. And, you know, hopefully you guys don't look at that process and say, well, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But like I said, ooh, my TPS chip is a little oh, that's not. Sorry, I did not mean that, Kelly. If you're watching, I didn't mean the TPS chip was bad. There's a sticker on it. Huh. So anyways, you know, I always err on the side of conscience. So if you could, you know, have some weird Facebook test of what kind of spirit animal are you at on a craps table, I'd probably have to say a titmouse. I don't know. Titmouse isn't loud though. I'm kind of loud, but I'm also very conservative. So loud and conservative, don't you dare comment that. So I've been trying to learn the DGED similar. I noticed earlier you stayed off the 7. After a 7, always worked the 6 and 8. Any reaction to big reds? Yes. General rule of thumb, depending on how you play, depending on how good your memory is, I can usually, might not remember how many shooters, but I can generally keep track of numbers pretty well. Show the horns, yep. So in this case, for me, I did this little experiment, and all I did was kind of roll for like a couple of hours, and I rolled. Every time I hit a 7, you know, I put 1 7, I put it here, like 7 4, 7 3, 7 12. If I rolled a 7 7, which is a 0.7 out, and another 7, I'd put it right there, and X, and Y, you know, 2 4s in a row, 3 4s in a row, or sorry, 1 7, 2 7, 3 7, and 4 7s in a row, right? And when you start to notice this is what I got out of this situation, is that I noticed that basically I do it, I'm gonna tell y'all the number I like to say. For every 3 7s is a double 7, okay? Now let's think about that. Every 3 7s is a double 7. Well, that means that on average 6 means 2, 9 means 3. So every 9 single 7s, there are 3 double 7s. And for every 3 double 7s, there's a triple 7, so on and so forth. Now, obviously, these aren't going to be exactly accurate in the sense that, you know, crap happens. So, for instance, a lot of times I've done something like this, where this has been the lineup, where, you know, I've kept track, and I'm like, oh, okay. And to me, once again, err on the side of reason. So the side of reason or the side of conservatism says, hey, you know, if X amount of 7s have been thrown on the top side, but I've not seen a triple 7, like this is going to have to build up somehow like this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to start really just kind of pointing the arrow like, hey, it's coming. because it's rare. Like I said, 2 sevens in a row is 1/6 times 1/6. So 1 times 1 is 1, 6 times 6 is 36. So you have a 1 in 36 chance of hitting, double sevens statistically. And 1/6 times 1/6 times 1/6 is 1. 1 is 1. 6 times 6 is 36, times 6 is 180, it'd be 218. So you have a 1 in 218 chance of hitting 3 sevens. So in saying that, mentally, if you kind of have a good read on people, and I do everything in an average. So I'm not counting another man's rolls. Like I will note to myself if they're rolling long or rolling short. But if they're not doing anything drastic either way, if you don't see 0.7, 0.7, 0.7, or someone rolling 50 times, I will sit here and think to myself, I just automatically assume based on the average of rolls for the table, which is 7 out of 30, the 7 represents 6 out of 36, a 1 in 6 chance. So that means if it's a 1 in 6 chance, 6-1 ratio, that means that I just assume that when I look at a table and see 6 people, that for order to get through 6 shooters on average would be an average of 6 rolls. So a good way to reference that instead of just like tallying or getting neurotic is you say, hey guys, like if I went an entire circle, 10 players, around the table and no one's rolled to come out 7, hey, it's coming. And so basically when I started, we had 1 shooter. You walked up to the table, you just knew that someone 0.7'd out. And then we played. And then 2 shooters later, we had another double 7. So I was like, okay, that's good for 3 shooters. And then I got to 4 or 5 shooters and haven't seen a double 7 since. So then I turned it off, just being conservative, and then hit the double 7 pretty much right on the mark, and then turned it back on. Now, in saying that, there's a little bit of more, let's just say, conservatism. Once you've hit a couple of double 7s, then that's when it gets gnarly, especially if I'm doing the 7 press and having 60 on the 8. Then I'm like, well, and this is the 2 virtues that happen, is that 7, no, it does not. 7-11-7 does not count as a double 7. 7-7. 7-11 means nothing, just means 7, then 11. So, in saying that, I've noticed the 2 different options. So 1, I'm a coward. So if I see a bunch of doubles and singles and haven't seen a triple, I might turn off for several shooters. And you think to yourself, well, you're missing out on a lot of 6s and 8s. You'd be right. So another way that I kind of trick myself into thinking, well, I'll take the risk, is when you see me say, okay, I've been doing the 7 press for a while. Well, I don't really want to risk $90 on a trip, because that means it's a 90-90 at that point. And now if you hit that, you're 270 in the hole. You might as well be just doing a 300-300. So you have $600 action on 4 7s. And once again, I like to stretch it out. So in this instance, the point's a 4, but it might be my next point or the next shooter. Because I'm looking for a 777, I might be willing to do a single 7 here, busted down with this, because technically speaking, if I lose, I should be up enough from the offsetting bets that really it's a wash in profit. And that's when you have to start doing bankroll management and understand, like, hey, this is where my money's at, this is what I'm risking for that, and do I want to risk the profit of this? And if the answer is yes, then bam, go for it, And that's the same thing for single 7s as well. To keep up with the 4 and 7s, the 7s in the head, like I do, Charlie, yeah, so when it comes to the 4, so to answer your question, and I gotta get better at this because I understand that people are not live. Wayland Waycraps said, do you keep up the 4s and 10s versus the 7s in your head like I do, Charlie, when I'm at the craps table? And the answer is that it depends on who I'm with, because if I'm with somebody and I'm trying to talk to them and teach them, I'll keep it on a notepad, which to me is kind of like a double-edged sword because, well, it's a positive double-edged sword because the other player will also be kind of keeping track, so I get to be a little bit more robust with my tickers. However, in saying that, if I'm playing regularly, or I shouldn't say professionally, but recreationally, if I'm playing by myself, trends and players and numbers, I'll keep in like points being made, I'll keep in my head. On my notepad, I track 4s and 10s. I track money in or out, like losses. Like if I'm, in doing the progression, so I know what to add 5 to, I know what my next 3 levels are, and I keep tracks of points made. But in terms of the general like dice histories, I just keep that in my head. 7's in my head. And the reason why I say it's easy is because you just gotta think of it in a rotation of the table. I mean, think about it. I mean, everybody knows like, oh, okay, everyone's gone once. You should usually keep up like, did anyone this round, starting with me as the person, did anyone this round roll come out 7? The answer is probably no. So that kind of keeps you in line. All right, so I reduced this down to a $30 6 and 8. I'm gonna turn it on, and I'm gonna do 130. And the reason why I'm getting a little, not aggressive, but I wanna keep doing these 130s, is I wanna get y'all and kind of used to 7 out, made $5. I just keep that. Is because I want to introduce, maybe it won't be the best for profit because I'll turn them off, I'll get more profit in stabs as we go, but I want y'all to see, you know, these devastation these devastation hits that y'all introduce, which is a lot of times with the 4s and 10s. I've come to find out that you guys in those 4s and 10s just don't get along. But I'd rather kind of press it here in a sense that, you know, I can show it and maybe do a recovery, or I can show it and say, hey, this is what to look out for. You know, there's a ton of ways it's like a really good benefit. 5, third roll is a 6, 35. And since I hit 60 on both, and I thought that was too much, and I downgraded, and I'm gonna take the 35, institute 24 of it in, get 11 back, and just press each by 12 to read 49, which means drop $1 on 150. And I'm gonna turn these off. I'm gonna reduce this down to 30. I hit 35, click back 11, made the hit from the 6. So I'm sitting here just like seeing what's happening. 8, don't care. 6, don't care. 5, I wish I cared. 9, need a 9. You don't see those often. 8, back into the state. You know, we're just doing 44s on the floor. 1, 4 on the floor. 8, you know, we're just having the best roll ever. Can we get a marker on this? 9, man, we got the chip rack, we got the randomizer set. We're just cooking with grease. 7 now, that stinks. Don't worry though, you get paid $15. You know, can't please everybody, you just please me. You know, welcome to 225 Lucky's. God, I got a green in this side of the rack. I know this one. You guys got me slipping. Okay, so a little just in-house math. 2, really? 4, 5, 2, big chips. 1,000, 5,000, 9,000, 95. Excuse me, dealer. Can I get, ooh, screw that. Let's get a better chip in there. You get 5 singles, please. And they say, yes, sir. Yes, you can. All right. I'm just dividing these by hundies. Okay, well, that works. So, and actually, that is terrifying. Wow. Charles. Maybe if you didn't have chips from every single casino in the nation, they wouldn't be all different colors and blend right in like the dang Rockefellers. All right, so we're going to use reds because I am stupid. All right. Blaming all on my roots. I should. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So boom, this makes my open set. Boom, boom, 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 155, 160, 170, 175. I'm up $200 right now. And I feel like we haven't done nothing, guys. And that's just how the beast of the play goes, you know? Up 2 hundo. I'm digging that. 8. Should have turned those on, but I didn't. Points in 8. We got a 7 out. Don't worry, you get to do it again. 12. Oh, actually, I'm gonna let you take that. Off. Waylon. Like, why can't I just see the comments constantly? Oh, maybe it's if I turn my phone like this. Duh. Charles. Nice chat with you again, Charlie. Gotta run. Appreciate it, Will, and you have a good time. 12 takes that. And this I've been doing recently because it's just easier. 12. I'm just keeping the don't pass going. 6. I'm leaving the don't pass going. 9. 8. 5. 9. 6. So with the 12 and the point being made, you're down 50. Aggressive sting. You're like, all right, well, probably shouldn't have done that, but it's okay. 55. And once again, ooh, 7. This is actually really good. 50, it's 105. I was about to say this is a position that is rough because you could sit here and get in a lot of trouble because now you're on a second point. Point was a 6, ran to 7. And I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do this, Charles. It's about 105. I think that's a bad place to be. What is this? Let's just say that's 30, 60, 70, 80. It's $80. Some 180 in there. So I'm gonna turn on and have all these 3 going for a total of 180. Let's just say 185 to make sure. All right, so I'll be like, dealer, what did I in? So that's right here. So 105, that's 150, 175, it's 190 plus the 100, so 290. All right, so 290 on a double 7. I should have dang waited. So 290, double 7. Can't picture a better place to be. Definitely not $1,000. Not that good. $4. Ah! What happened, guys? Oh, I never went back with it. All right, so we haven't hit a 4 yet on 2 7s, so I'm going to do this for 1 run. This actually could get in trouble, actually. Woo! You know what's the crazy thing, guys? It was a 6. So let's pick out a 6. It would have been a 617. So that's kind of terrifying for the 4 part. That's a 3. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, good. Man, I love the little bounce it does. 1 more. 8. 300. Pays. $3. Oh, dang, 350. Shoot. All right, so lay is absolutely coming down. Yeah, these are absolutely coming down. And then, just like always, you see here and redo all your trip rack to make sure you know your levels and make sure what you're up, what you're down, what you're all around, what you feel like in your soul. All these back. 2, 4, 6, 7. That's 1,000. 2, 4, 5. That's where that needs to be. And so 4, 5, 9, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So it's still a little bit like a 220 now up. So yay. All right. That's a 4. Boom. That's why you get off that thing quick. All right, so that's the second point made. I've gotten all my money back plus a little profit. Dude, we're in Gucci Town. We're in it. I like this. Okay, so 4's been made, a 6 has been made. We got 2 7s, 2 7s in between, so 2 4s. So at this point, I'd probably put a 55. It's a little bit more than extra, but not enough to get crazy. 6. Back to the 6, I'm going to downgress immediately to the 25 for obvious reasons. It's a 6. Yo, 11, 7. Lock that back in. That's off. Call back. How much was that number 4? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I had a $300 6 and 8 and a $1,200 4 for 3 rolls. And on the third roll, I hit an 8. If it didn't hit an 8, I would have shut that down. If it had hit a 4, I'd have wrapped it up one last time with the don't pass bar before kind of getting a little bit, maybe a little choppy with it, depending on the levels and depending on the max buy-in, or the max bet, I should say, which is $5,000 at a $25 table. So keeping it a little bit kosher. And like I said, we're going a little bit slower too. Just considering the fact that, like, I'm trying my gosh darndest to take it nice and slow, be calm, and really explain kind of thoroughly what we're going through. And there's been a lot of good instances in actually this video, which I really like. So that even gives me more, you know, waywardly to just kind of keep going. All right, so 7. All right, we've had a 777 now. loads double sevens, and now we're back to single sevens. So we're up $200, give or take. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do a 210, 6 and 8. She working. I'm either gonna go, let's get these dice. I got 1 dice on the floor, so let's get rid of those. Let's go to this one. 10. I once again didn't put anything on the pass line. Off. OFF off. Actually, you know what, guys? Let's see if we can't get dangerous and in trouble. That's what I like to see. Dangerous and in trouble. That's a lay. See if we can't. We should get in trouble because we've just hit a pop of 4. It should be the next roll of 10, but you know, I don't want to sit here and spoil it for you guys. That's 2-5, 1 last roll. 6. Okay. So 210, which is 21, which pays 240. And I am going to, I just made 240, so I just doubled my entire profit margin right there. And so I'm going to sit here and obviously kick back pretty much all this. And in saying that, I'm also going to sit here. Look at these just bad organization over here, you know? Just bad organization. All right, so okay, so yeah, we'll take that $25 table. I like that I just doubled my money. And this is where even if I was in the casino, I'd get a little more like, you know what? You guys haven't taken $1 off me in a while. Here, how about we just get a little loose, yeah? And I would do 120 late. Off kilter as heck, but we're having fun. You know, 9 pays 35. Press by 10. Click back to 25. 8. 35. Press by 12. Click back. It's $50. Click them back. 7 out. So I'm going to do like this. Load it all up. 120 is a $3 lay. Just gonna put that right there. Okay. So it pays 60 right there. This is money lost on the top side. Remember, I clicked back 50. This is why I love math and casino. And if you don't tell me that that isn't perfect, I don't know what is. Complete wash. Didn't gain nothing, didn't lose nothing in that entire rip. Okay, once again, and it's like beating a dead horse here, but I'm actually going to do this a little bit differently now. 3, 6, 8. I mean, that's 8,000 right there. So I can just do that, which is the double. I'm going to see here, instead of using these, because it's getting kind of confusing with these, I'll take the 5s back. It's a little bit differently when you're at a casino in the sense that all of them are uniformed. So it's a little bit easier to kind of really differentiate. But I also use hundreds for the 25s as well. So it's kind of like one of those like double things, especially if I'm doing a large marathon. That's definitely one of those times where I'm using hundreds because I got a lot of chips. And I'm trying to burn through all the reds and the greens and the singles as much as possible. So, all right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, well, that worked out. I like that you guys have to just watch my entire just like OCD come out, you know? It's not even OCD, it's just neurotic, really. All right, so 9,000 right there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4. So I'm up $500, give or take. $500, ain't too bad. All right, so if I'm up $500, I'm immediately, right now, okay, I know this seems, like I said, a bunch of back and forth, but it's not. I'm thinking I'm like right a little bit a hair over 500 bucks. So what am I gonna do? $25, $50, $100. 1, 2, 3, 4. So right there, I can see here and lock up this over here. Because now I know I can play with this, and as a visual, I'm like, all right, anything in this side of the rack, if I still have chips in this rack, I know that I'm still playing in profit. And this one I'll play a little bit more aggressively. So let's go ahead and kick these out. Go ahead and get these two in. Ooh, blue black, one of my favorites. What's going on, Biff? It's been a while. The old Biffers. All right, so we're gonna go, we hit that 210. It finally hit, which is good. We're gonna reduce that back to a $30 6 and 8 and kind of just go through our basics again, because now we're playing a little bit more moderate DG with a $500 bankroll. And I want to see here and definitely make sure that you see here and watch your levels, because now you even have a bigger buffer, which is your $500 buffer between you and your bankroll, which is always a pleasure. 8, pay 70, made 10 bucks right there. And since I made 10 bucks, there's no pressing and it's off. Cool. All right. 7 out. Gosh, man, you just can't have a good damn thing. All right, working. Yo, 11 off. OFF off here. No, 10. I'm gonna keep it off. I'm gonna just put this at 30. Call it a day. 7 out. Oh, guys. Oh no. What's happening? That's gonna remain off. 3 did nothing. 3 also did nothing. 7 did absolutely nothing. 6 did something. 8, 10, first 10 thrown. 6 point. 8 new point. 6, 3, 5, 9, you 11, second victim. Man, let me just do how, like, can we do it if they was a casino? They give me 5 dice, I drop it, pick these 2 out. 4, first 4 thrown, second 4 thrown. 3, low numbers. 4, third 4 thrown. 5, 7 out. Reset. And I'm not working, unfortunately, guys. 7. Now it'll work. Deuce off. 9. 150 odds on that 9, 10. 5 pays 35. Press by 10. 6 pays 35. Press by 12. Turn off. And we're going to bring this down to $15. All right, AZ Crap Shooter says, so I've been using your system, probably incorrectly, built from 1K to roughly 2,600 a month. My local is a 15, my 15 minimum dollar table. When would you step up to a $25 bet level 5K? In saying this, I base everything off 5K. In fact, 5K is kind of like my all around. If you're kind of doing crazy stuff or getting a little bit more aggressive, I'd say 10 to 50K. But in saying what you're doing, I would definitely wait until you have $5,000 to do anything on a 7. I'm gonna go ahead and work this Skinner, but I would wait till 5,000. Yes, to answer your question, 5,000. That's a 12. Turn these off. I lose this. So 15 and the 25 make 40. And I'm just gonna bump the don't to 50. Even though it's a 7 in between the 9s, which is not fun. This is a 9. This is one of my more interesting, I guess, mentalities. Like when I think repeater numbers, I put a little bit more value and weight on repeater numbers in the sense that not that they're going to get hit again. I put a little bit more of a weight saying that you're not going to hit 2 9s in a row. And the reason why is pretty stupid, so I'm not going to explain it. But I would say that, that's like me. I'm like, well, okay. So I got $50 right here. That's the 40 I lost plus this, which is a total of 90. And I'm actually going to take it a little bit step further and put 75 for a total of 165 in the hole if I hit a 9. 6, 6, 8, 11, 5, 5, 4, 12, 6, 7, okay, so 50 pays 50, and 75 pays 50. So I made $10 on that one, plus the 50 for a total of $60, plus the 2 hits here, which probably has a $100 run, or around $100, somewhere in there. I'm gonna go ahead and so right now, if I take everything to the minimum, I have like $22. So I'm just gonna make it 25, and now I have a 110 inside. Understandably though, in saying this derived from $60. So in saying that, when you look at a loss, let's say another 7 come out 7, you have a decision to make. You can say, well, I technically had 60 in, all this was presses anyway, so I can just say, you know what, that's it, because I don't want to keep chasing a 110, especially on a 6 and 8, or I don't want to chase this early, I just got in profit, X, Y, and Z, or you can hit it and say, you know what, it's gone, I'm in for 60, I'm just going to have the next roll be a $60 6 and 8, and just take the 40 as an L. 6, or you can just hit it, I'm pressing it by 12, turning off, clicking back to 25. It's a 7 out, doesn't matter. That's a 10. First 10 thrown. 6. That's 5. That's an 8. 3 9 fields. You 11. 3. 7. Off. 9, 11, 4, first 4 thrown, 11, deuce, 7. So right here, what? 2, 4, 5. Oh. So right here, okay, and this is just going to show you, this is where I would sit here and mentally say, we got a problem, okay? Problem is this. I've kept it off too long because of $110 out there, if not more, and the amount is making me hesitate because I don't want to lose 110, and it's making me stop, hesitate. So I can do a couple things here. I can reduce this down to $30, 6 and 8, and take the rest back, which is good. But I do need pressure, and it is a buildup. So what I do is, I say, how about we just slow the numbers down, still the same amount, but now I'm getting a little bit more reward on the 6 and 8, and the 5 is just a bonus. So that's a way to mentally tell yourself, like, okay, now it seems a little bit more worth it to kind of work them because you're not risking 110 for, you know, X, Y, and Z. You're doing it for X, you know, X, Y, and Z. 8, $70 lost. 9, doesn't matter. 6, $50 lost. 9, nothing matters. 8, $70 lost. 7. Working. Whoa, finally. Finally, I remember to do it between numbers. 8, 60 pays 70. And I'll press it by 30. Make it a 90. That pays 105. So once again, making it behoove me to make it worth it. All right. Do a $20 pass line as a one-time hedge. Oh. On an 8, well, 6 pays 5, so it couldn't be 20, it could be 18. So I guess I can close to 18. It could either be an 18 or a 24. We'll do an 18. All right, Biff Helms, do a $20 pass line. Oh, do a $20. Biff. We'll put it in the side because obviously my chip rack is in the bottom. And they want me to do a straight hedge. Ooh, la, la. We just already declared on that, no roll. Well, look at that. Look at old Biff. Brankin. All right, so 20 pays 24. Drop $1. I have to put this to the side somewhere. Put this on the other side. That's Biff. I loaned him 20 bucks. He made 25. Technically 24, but I'll give him the $1. That's a Biff bankroll right there. Put that right over there. In case Biff wants to make another bet some here. All right, point made. 8 again. Let's see if Biff wants to risk it all on the pass line again by the time I roll. Just let me know, Biff, you want to put that 25 right on the bet. Boom! 8! Too late, Biff. Couldn't help it. You know, just all that might at once. All right. We got ourselves at a 7, all right? So, and this is another really good spot to be in because if you're in a 7, right, you're like, well, he rolled a 7 between two numbers. You know, he's on his 3rd. Well, let's define that, okay? You rolled a 7. Yeah, you're good, Biff. Goddamn right it is, Biff. 20. That's your $25. Doll hairs. You got a bankroll right now. In saying that, you've rolled 2 8s, okay? And when I say about 6s and 8s, they're kind of like half points. You know, they're so close together with the 7, you might as well just be kissing cousins, you know? So a 7's roll between a 2 8, that basically tells me that nothing happened. That doesn't even exist anymore. You know, it's just kind of a factor to play in if a later thing comes about, but I don't think it will. So 5 is a new point, and I'm gonna keep it simple. I am still up, so I'm not gonna not bet, but I'm gonna have 15, just a standard 15er, 6, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 8, 7, 5, 6, 6. 5 9 fields, $25 in the field. Oh baby. Okay. No. Okay. So first of all, made the point. Lose $15. We're not messing with that. We're right there. Okay, cool. In fact, I'll put 25 right there for the next point. Lose 25, and go and come back with 30. This is where it can get dicey. 6. Okay. So lost 15 right here. Just gonna put 30. Lost 30 with the 25 is 55. Coming into 60. All right, well, that's what happens, guys, when you wait 6 non-fields or 5 non-fields. All right, back to business as usual. Well, we got 7. So I'm gonna pay 25, and that pays back to 15 I lost, and then we're back in it, I guess. Okay, so, you know, because I don't want to keep y'all forever, because I'll just play this damn thing all night. Let's just see our profit as of now, because I want to switch to a $15 table and a $15 table with a smaller bankroll, and kind of play with that, just to really give y'all as much information as possible. Like, sometimes I'll get in a rut, I can be like, well, I want to keep doing this forever, and then I really start to considering like, hey, I'm really doing this. Now, mind you, I'm betting with a 10K bankroll, but you notice that like I never touched. I basically was playing with 2K the entire time, and realistically, I might have been playing with 1,500, to be honest with you. But you know, that's not either here nor there. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25, 50, 75, 100, Can you make it a $10 table? Yeah. Yeah, I can do a $10 table. God, there's so many greens. This is what you do at a real casino if you're not just inherently coloring up all the time. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's 1,000 right there. $1,000. $2,000. $10,000. So, in saying this, 1,000, 2,000, 10,000. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, $835. $835 is a pretty good rip. And I kind of want to be consistent, so I'm going to create a challenge for myself. I do not recommend this at all if you're going to a casino. I do not recommend this if you are using my strategies. This is more along the less of a stress, okay? When I say a stress, 300, I am going to stress my system by trying to play with $800 on this. Now, you could say like, well, Charlie, like, I mean, your original videos have you at, you know, 750. So why do you hesitate here, boss man? And I'm just like, well, it depends on how many systems you want to play at once. So you can't be running a DP and trying to run a lay bet system and trying to run a 6 and 8 gambit on sevens with not a lot of money. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 35. I'm playing that at a $10 table. And let's see how we do. So before I do anything, I'm going to rack up and describe to y'all the X, Y, and Z's. One. Okay. Let's see here. First we'll get rid of these dice. All right, so let's talk about this. We are playing at Harrah's River Valley Casino, or Harrah's Cherokee Casino. It's a $10 table, $3,000 max bet, $3,000 or $6,000 max lay behind for a $3,000 payout. 10x odds on the pass line, 20x odds on the don't pass line, and I do believe that's it. Trying to think if there's anything else. Vig is the same, pay up front, and that is what we're playing right now. Now I am going to get up on my chair. First of all, I'm going to go crawl into this table and get my dice. So that's number one. Number two, I'm going to get up on the chair and look to see if my phone is charged. It's charged up enough. I'm gonna put the microwave with a microphone. Not even drunk yet, or drunk-ish. Put the microphone in so that way you guys can hear me a little bit better. Savvy, savvy, savvy. Okay, so. Oh God. All right, let's see here. Enough, guys. Do you believe in miracles? The 2 dice I fell off the table made a 10. It's kind of funny. This can make the dice boat. Okay, so it's 1. What else did I need to do? Oh yeah, I need to check my phone. Man, I feel like we're good. I mean, I'm riding the lightning on this one. All right, guys, let's see how this goes. Eagle 2, Fox 3. All right, how can y'all hear me now? That's it. Feel good? Feel good? Everyone happy with that sound? This is the sound you be getting with that fancy $20 microphone. Dang, man, look at that. Look at that haircut in the back. Shoo! Good. All right, cool, perfect. All right, so I got the dice, got this. I need a drink. Man, I need a drink. Okay, I'm getting a drink here. I'm gonna finish this drink, and then I'm gonna get another drink. Ooh. Oh, a little bit more of that drink than I thought it was, but still good. All right. All right. Let's see what we got here, guys. Oof. Badoof. We got Screwball, Weller's, Boombo, St. Germain's, Crown, New Amsterdam, Tanqueray, Cooper's Mark, Jim Beam, Bombay, Captain Morgan. I don't know who bought the Myers rum, and I am not touching tequila, so what kind of beer we got? Ooh! Well, I mean, how do you do? Who can say no to a guinea? I don't think I have a coaster in here. Huh. You're a piece of trash, Charlie. You're the biggest piece of trash I know. I want you to know that. Oh my God, even better. I know what you're thinking. Is that a frosty god? Is that a frosty glass? And it is. Shoot! Oh! Gosh, man. Just the best of it. Now listen, my little warrior, you're going to have to settle a little bit, okay? All that nitrogen in you has got you turning in the wrong direction, okay? The good news is the nitrogen in you will keep you going straight to my stomach and not out of my mouth. All right, so you settle, calm yourself. Okay. $10 table. We got ourselves a 7. Let's keep this to the side. And we're gonna do 10 here, 10 there. God, I haven't been on a $10 table in God knows how long. Well, it's only still $800, so let's go ahead and do, it was $835, okay? So I'm just gonna mentally take 35, just put over this, and just mentally tell myself I'm playing with $800. That's gonna be a little bit more simpler for me, especially for profit stuff. All right, boom, 10, 10. And with $800, let's do a 44. Let's do a $44 inside bet. The old Bally's chip right there, and a Bellagio chip. All right, and she is working. That is a 10. So we're gonna do 90 right there on the don't. That's 10, of course. You know, the lowest bankroll possible in the worst case possible. Okay, so 110. No, it's not 110. Makes me feel a little bit better. It's 90. So $90 lost. 2 10s. Point here. It is not time to panic just yet, but we're getting there. Okay, so don't worry. We're well on our way. 5. Not time to panic. Not yet. 8. 7. Guys, I don't know why y'all are panicking so much. I mean, come on, man. It's just craps. Like you guys are scared of something. All right, so made $10 right there. That's pretty powerful. Working. It doesn't matter now. Off. 6. $6 odds. 7. Pays 5. Working. 6. Pays 14. Press a 6 to an $18 6. Click back the rest. Turn off. Points of 6. $6. Don't 6. 8. 7. 6. 8. 5. 4 non-fields. 10. That is not a non-field. 8. That's back to non-fields. 44 on the floor. A smokeless 44. 6. We hit it for the sticks. $6 lost. Coming to tell you that. $10 don't. 7, of course. $16 down. Come back with a 20. Reset. All the good things. That is a 10 again. Play like we stole it. 18 for 20 plus 30. 8 does nothing. 9 does nothing. We're working up the line though. 4 does something, but not nothing. 6 once again does nothing. 6 again does nothing. 7 feels like it does something. I don't know what, but it feels right. 20 pays 20. 30 pays 15. These are off. This is reset. This is put back. This is reset. And then you just see her start cracking back all the reds. All right, so that's good. That's good. That's good. All right, so unfortunately, I love the rush. AZ Crap Shooter says, unfortunately, I love the rush of maybe 3rd and 4th level. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. You just don't want. I'm telling you guys, from the bottom of my degenerate heart, you just don't want 5-digit lays. You just don't. It's not fun. I mean, it's just not fun. $20,000, $30,000 lays and odds is not fun. So 2, 4, 5. I'm just gonna go ahead and say I lost $50 right here. I'm gonna put it right here. And I'm gonna do a $60 6 and 8 working. That is a 9. Forgot to put odds right here. But I'm going to do an off-centered hedge, which is 150 to pay 100, so I'd lose 20, but I'm just trying to hit the 6 or the 8. 10 out of 6. I mean, you got a lot of good odds going. 3rd roll doesn't matter, though, which is the 3rd roll off. I'm going to bust this lay down to a 60, which pays 40. And that covers the 44 technically, but it doesn't matter. So I lost the 9, so only 6 plays 42. So 44, 104, $106 down. It's kind of dangerous territory for the first point. 140 down. Why does that not seem right? But we're gonna go with it. These are off. Also dangerous territory. God, man, I just can't get away. All right, 6. I'm gonna go ahead and take this down to 100 and just 140 down plus the 100 though. 140 down plus the 100. 12, 10, 7 out. Still down $40. I'm gonna just turn these on. That's an 8. 60 pays 70. And now I'm up $30 from the gambit. Oh, now I'm up $30 from the gambit. Take all these back. 8, that was gone. And then let's go ahead and do some accounting. I don't know what I was doing there, but I'm putting that back. Two, 4, 6, 8. All right, so right now I'm up $106. Okay, so that there, I only need $55 more to hit my 20%. So that's what I'm gonna only drink this. Oh, frothy Guinness. Ugh, I love me some Guinness. All right, 8's the point. Oh, we made the 8. Dude, Biff is just killing it right now. I'm just imagining now 8's just being Biff's number. Let's go ahead and offset the $10, 6 and 8. 4. So I'm up $100. So I'm going to take it a little bit more risky. And do $30. Two. Oh, look at that, 4. So lost 30. 35 on the don't. 2 4s. 10. I think I like that even better. Third point, 10, 30 down, 35, 65. I'm gonna do $100 odds for 165 down. 5, 7 out. And 100 pays 50. And we start, if AZ crap shooters, if only I had more than Truly lemonades in the fridge. Oh my gosh, I got those in the fridge too. I tell you what, I don't know who keeps bringing them in here, but I have a healthy collection of Mike's Hard Lemonade in all flavors. I mean, Acai, berry, juniper, midnight surprise, whatever you want to call it. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I needed to make on $800. I'd have to make 160 to hit my 20%. I think I prayed pretty close. 100, 25, 50, 55, 161 profit. So that's at a $10 table with 161 profit. So now we're at 900, almost $1,000 right here. We'll double check that real quick, and then we will progress to a $15 table with a $2,000 bankroll. I guess I don't really need to get real wheezy with this, do I? 50. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 1,000, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. All right, we got ourselves a $2,000 bankroll. Go ahead and get some more greens going. Or sorry, more reds. A $15 table, yeah. All right, so for the, it sounds like a degenerate gambler. For the third bankroll of the night, okay, so I made $800 with essentially $1,500 effective, but I made $800, let's just say with 10,000. Then I made $161 with $800, and now I'm going to turn 2,000 at a $15 table, 76 minutes. I think we can go for 20%, which would be what, $400? And that'd be a little dicey, but we should be able to get there. Before I start, we have been going at a pretty high pace. Does anyone have any questions, concerns, anything they feel like I might have skipped over too much? Let me know now while I kind of do some in-house accounting real quick. And then we'll move on to the next portion. And I'm doing this because, like I said, we've been doing it for 76 minutes. I guarantee no one other than the live people are going to see this, so it's not like we're kind of wasting anyone else's time. And if someone by chance does hit the 76 minutes while watching this later, then by God, I think I got them hooked, you know? I think they can suffer for a minute or two. Brad says he's tracking so far. Well, that's always good. Right, so let's see here. 2, 5 is 25. It's 45. Okay. Well, that's 25. That's 45. Put these on the bottom. I don't even know how they got here. It's actually 40. When would you do hop bets? I do hop bets if there are like 12 non come out sevens in a row. You know, just basically when I say come out sevens, I should reiterate that. 12 single sevens without any double sevens in there anywhere. And then I'll start doing hop sevens. Realistically, if you're talking about the hops, like hop the hard ways, never do that. I do that somewhat. It just depends on the time. So a lot of times I'll switch over to a more relaxing strategy if I'm taking a break. Because a lot of times I'll say, hey, I'm taking a break or something like that. Well, really that means I'm still on the table watching everything, but I am sitting here taking a break from like all these systems at once, and I start to consolidate into a smaller, like doing something like the hops. That's it. That's all I'm betting. So I only have to worry about one thing. So in saying that, you're talking about you could do the same thing I do for the hop 7 strategy. You could do a variation of that for anything on the hard ways. I'd like that. I mean, that's pretty good. That'd be me. Hop 7s, of course. It would be pretty hard pressed. I've done it one time on a crapless table, but technically you could technically you could keep hoping for a 12 and just going crazy on 12s for rollout 12s. But I mean, even then, I'd have to see 2 rotations around the table. So maybe potentially 20 people have shot without rolling a 12 for me to start doing 12, stuff like that. So that's that one. Do you ever with the ATS? I don't. However, comma mark, if I've been there for like 8 or 10 hours and I only have like an hour left or 2 hours left, and I have not seen an ATS get even close to being rolled, if the dealer says they've been on shift and haven't seen it rolled, I might put it on like the high or the all or something like that for the minimum. A lot of times it's a tip. I'll like tip $50 and then like give them another $25 and say, hey, I just want to put a $5 all for the dealers 5 times in a row if you can. Some do, some don't. Just soaking in the process. What I need to figure out is if my local scene allows it, do we don't. I just want to do we don't, keep forgetting about it. If it is a analog table, I don't know how to say it, like an analog. Like you got people. Like I don't know, that's not right. Analog means that, you know what I'm talking about, analog, you know, like this. Like you're rolling it, no negative technology. They should allow that. I've never seen one not allow it. And Biff is saying, or if laying 4 with money on other numbers, you could hop 3, 1, 2, 2. I do not do that, and the reason why is this, Biff. That's actually a good one. Biff Helm says, if I'm laying the 4 with money and then hedging, I guess, on other numbers, I could hop the 3, 1, 2, 2. I used to do that, but I don't anymore. And the reason why is this, is that if you're sitting here hopping the 4, right? That is acting as an insurance policy if something bad goes wrong. Well, the DGE system is based on hitting it at a certain level. Whether it be the first level all the way to the last level, last bet, best bet, you're going to hit it. So realistically, if I said, hey Biff, if you totaled your car, and you know for a fact this is true, I will buy you a new car. That begs the question, do I need insurance? And the answer would be like, well, if I know I'm going to get a new car no matter what, and why would I need insurance? There's no need for insurance. I'm getting the car regardless. That's what I'm getting. That's what I consider that 3-2-3-1 kind of thing, because in a large term sense, you're just cutting into future profits for an insurance policy that you don't need. And that's pretty much like life, you know, you're not paying, you know, I wish we all could have this problem. If you're never going to die, there's no reason to pay for life insurance. So that's just, you know, my 2 cents on it. So I don't do that, but however, I will never make fun of somebody who's doing a huge lay and they're just trying to hedge themselves out. They just don't want to get devastated. I understand that. Like, there's nothing against that, and I'm not saying there is. That's a fear factor. And trust me, a lot of these strategies that I put out are very fear factor. But $10, no, it's not. It's a $15 table. It's a $15 table. We're at Harrah's River Valley, or Valley River, or Harrah's Cherokee in North Carolina. It's a $10 table, or excuse me, it's a $15 table. Unfortunately, it has the same things as a $10 table, which is $15 table, $3,000 max bet, $6,000 max lay if the payout is $3,000. 10 times on the pass line, 20x odds on the don't pass line. You have to pay VIG up front, and those are the rules of my local casino, which I like to use. So this is the boat. Also, still keeping to the rule with the new chip rack this video, which is awesome, and the new strippies, the new table. Just kidding, I just like rolled it with some like lint roller. And then let's get into it. All right, pick that 7. All right, so $15 table. And for me, I'm going to make this very easy. And you guys are just going to have to live with me. Is 66 on the inside, and it is working, which is 15, excuse me, it's 18, 18, 15, 15. All right, and we're off the races. 10, 66 on the inside. I want to give it a little bit more love. Put 150 odds on the 10. First roll is an 11, always a good sign, high numbers. Second roll, 11, also terrifying sign. 4, we have 110, 1 4. These are off. And I'm going to just go ahead and do a $30 lay. Oh, not lay, odds. That's a 7 out. That's going to pay $15. So far, I'm up $15. This is working. That's a deuce. Not working. 3, 10. We're just going to do $20. And you're wondering right now, you're like, well, hold on now. Why aren't you doing a hedge up to 10? Well, multiple sevens, or excuse me, 1 7's enrolled, and then like a 2, 3, 3, now 10, or 3, 3, 10. So now there's been 3 rolls since a 7, not 1. So this stays off, and because the last point didn't hit a 10, this one, just giving it $20, keeping it low enough where I don't have to like break the bank if something bad happens. 7 out, but nothing bad happened. Yeah, I am not good at that. I gotta look at the video and see how bad that just ripped it up. 6. Okay, you can see the 7. Okay, click all that back. I'm gonna keep this off for the 7 that I'm sure is coming to try to screw me over. It wants it so bad. I gotta trick some Guinness too. Guinness! My new word for Guinness. Guinness! Are you at the bottom of your rope and got nothing else but cold black brew? Drink Guinness. Straight from the wool sweaters of Ireland. Guinness. Alright, that's off because I'm going to roll a 7. Terrify myself. Alright, so let's get this working. Oh, nope. Yep. It says 66 working. We're gonna do one of my actually, dude, what am I saying? I can actually do this on a $15 table. All right, so we got 75 right here that pays 50, and I'm gonna do 15, 30, 45, 8. I like how I say you're gonna redo it just for it to skip ads. Skip. Alright. Cool. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and put $60, 6 and 8 working. You guys didn't see, but I rolled double 7s, so appreciate that. 3, 6, there you go. 70, 20, 40, 60, 7. And I'll drop this down and turn off. This goes back to the 6. That's a deuce. That's 11. 10. First 10 thrown. That's 6 point. 7. Reset. I'll turn these on. I'm going to live dangerously. It's a 4. I don't know if I want to live that dangerously, though. Nah, guys, I mean, what's a good recovery, you know? He said, as he hits the double 4. That's a 120 loss. And I'm going to be very careful about this one. 120 right on the don't for an 8. Terrifying. 8. That's why it's terrifying. All right, 120, 240. We're just going to kick that to 250. Nope. 7 out. So 240, 250, 500. Let's think about this. What's going on, Eminem? 500. 500. 500. 500s. That would be a hell of a recovery video if I do it like that for 500. Yeah, that'd be a hell of a recovery video. Nope! Well, screw you guys. Because I hit that 3, which is 350 off the 500. So that means I'm down 200 to 150. I'm down at 150, and this is 2. These are off. Actually, these are down. All right. That's a heck of an 8, but we're going to let it go. 9, 10, 3, 9. I know you guys just love. Oh, that sucks. I think, well, that could have been anything. You really don't know. I want to see what the camera just looks at. It does look like a fat 7, doesn't it? If you guys could see my angle, it's like 100% like even. But it doesn't matter because remember, chip rack doesn't count. Isn't that terrifying? All right, so I'm still down 150. I'm going to drop 100 off the don't. 9, 10, 4. Dang, another 10, but didn't matter. Oh, well, that didn't matter. 10, 6, 9, 6. Oh, 8. So 150 plus the 8, or plus the 100, is now I'm down 250 on 4 points. Let's just come onto a straight 250 right here. All right, give me a good number. God, 8. I definitely don't like that, but we're gonna go with it. 9, I thought it was like immediately an 8. I was like, come on, man. 9, 10, that's the 4th 10. 7 out. 250 pays 250. Didn't lose anything. And that, guys, is another great example on how to get out of trouble. Dang, man. I love it when a plan comes together. So on DGen, Melcy. Yeah, so that right there is a great example on how to get out of a double 7, 4 point, 10 point, 8 point, 8 point, 8 point. That was a great one. Man, we're in some, a little baby scorpion. Well, look at you just being cute as ever. That's a good way to do it. All right, so once again, after especially a long run like that, you always check bankroll, see where we're at. I am up around $130. That means I only need $270 to go. Turn this in. All right, yeah, $2,000 for 400, $270 more to go. That was a great little, ooh, almost cussed. That's a great little chuck. So let's go ahead and bump her up to $30.68. 9. This is going to be a little risky, but 210 lay. Kind of getting a little froggy doggy. 8 pays 35. Seven out. 210. Oh boy. 180. 66. That pays. Oh my gosh, Charles. Talk to me. 150. Well, okay, let's just do 150 pays 100. And 60 pays 40, dingbat. Made like 40 bucks right there. Dangerous though. So 140, which would be a 280, which would be a $7 bid. Ooh, had to think about that for a minute. All right. Alright, so once again guys, I'm separating, and this is what I'm up. So I get a good little number on that. Two, 4, 5. Once again, guys, I know it seems like I'm beating a dead horse, but every time you do a long session, every single time, you always do an account reconciliation. So 125, 50, 75, $202. That is what I'm up. So I need another $198 to be good. So we're halfway there. Whoa! And because I am feeling really good about these 7 clusters, let's go ahead and get a little bit more aggressive for the back half, which is going to be a $60 6 and 8 and a $15 5 and 9. She is working 12. Didn't matter, guys. But I will work that after that. 11. Well, I'm not going to work it now. 9. 9's the point. I'm actually going to do a $40. Put a $15 table. We're just gonna let this one lie. 6, 6, 8, 3 non-fields, 4 non-fields, 7 out, 5 non-fields, working, $15 field. This counts as my pass and don't pass bar. 5, so that's going to pay 21. Or does it pay all that? Who knows? drinking. Okay, so 21 pays the 5. I want to turn off the. I'm gonna turn all this off. So that's all off. I lose the 15. Come back with 20. But I also put odds of 75 right here. Okay, 9 pays the 20, so made $5 off. $5 off that. 9, 3, 7 out. 75 pays 50. No longer feeling good about this bet, considering the fact that we missed that cluster with a bunch of 12s, oddly enough. I'll turn in here. Yeah, for the yeah, non-sevens. If it's in the non-field, it's a non-field. Even if 7's a non-field. 18. Let's go and click this back. Get her there, and she's working. 6, page 21. Press by 6. Click back to 15. Come right here. Turn off. Have the odds at $6, and let's roll. 7 out. Pays $5. On, it's probably the last one that I, 12, lose the 15, turn off, keep 15 right here. I was going to say 6 was going to be the last time that I probably run that until I double 7, but 7 out, 15 pays 15, pays back what I lost. But I want to kind of keep pressuring this because I feel like 3, a lot of y'all have issues with the $15 table, considering like where it's going, or maybe the bankroll amount, something like that. 6. $6 odds, and so I don't mind sitting on this one for a little bit, you know, just kind of going through the motions. Forced 4, 6, made the point. All right, put the point right there. You lose $6, and you get to roll another time. That's a 4. I'm down $6, but I really like that 4, so we're going to do $50. 3, 7. Okay, make sure. Boom, 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 boom. 100, 200, 300, 60, 70. Ooh. Guys, I'm on the home. I gotta wait for a double 7. 8. That would have been it. I could have gone home right there, guys. That would have been it. 8, point made. Could have gone home right there. 7. Screw it. We're working it. 4. Off. Let's just do a fat 50 right there. Call it a day. Call it a day. 8. 8. 8. On 3 8s in a row. 10. 7 out. All right, so I had to make $400 off a bankroll of $2,000 in order to make my 20%. I do believe I am there. Just gonna reset this. Put this back. It's right here. Rack all this back. All right, and after we do a color up, I'll answer questions, go over a few things, all the good stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a hundo. 400, 500, 1,000, 2, 5, 2, 4, 5, 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2,000. My fingers are out of shape. Okay, so here's the 2,000 we started with. And oh no, we're short. Dude, we're short by a bunch. I was way off my mark. 330, 340, 300. I was 50 bucks shy. Well, 50 bucks shy is 50 bucks shy, guys. I mean, you can't just let it lie like that. I can't believe I'm 50 bucks shy. That's terrible. All right. All right. This is how you blow through. This is how you blow through profit quick. $60, 6 and 8. She's working. 12 off. Gosh, man. Get all that chip. Here I am. All right, this represents a $15, 6 and 8. That is a 5. I'm working. 150 donuts. 8. Pays 70. $15 odds right here. I think I have enough 5s to do an offset. Yeah, I do. All right. 3, 7 out. I apologize for that, guys. Okay, so I need a total of $400 to do this. Here's the 2,000 I started with. 100, 200, 300, 350, 375, 400, and $29. So I made $429 with that bankroll. So let me get this straight. On the $10,000 bankroll, I made $135. On an $800 bankroll, I made $161. And then for the 2,000 bankroll, I made $429. I think that's what I made. So yeah, we did pretty well. Pretty well. I'm not the best at math, so hold on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 835. 161. And 4. 29. So today I have made I should say in today's total session I made $1,425. $1,425. So that is awesome. $1,400 in a session, pretty outstanding. Kind of funny that I was almost at my 20% of my original 10K bankroll, but that's actually just kind of interesting fact that even at the chop with lower bankrolls, you can still nickel and dime to get you there. So we'll take the questions. I'm taking the questions and kind of moving everything to the side so I can read this a little bit better. All right, let's go look at this real quick, and so I can answer anything that you guys have. AZ Crap Shooters, I'm quickly realizing how important that do we don't is to this. I am sure I missed out on either faster profit or more profit by not playing correctly. Still profited but not maximized. To answer your questions, AZ is really simple. Like, even if you play, well, you can have a lot of upsets, but the biggest part about when I was sitting here doing something like this is I literally would set up multiple bankrolls and change one rule of the DGE system, and just one rule. Did all the systems make money? Yes, but it's that tightening of the screws that really gets it to where you're making a maximizing profit. So that's the word that really struck me in your comment, was maximizing profits. And that's the biggest thing. There was a gentleman that I went to the casino with that played craps, and he's like, hey, listen, like, I love the system, but I also love doing the ATS and X, Y, and Z. And, I'm like, you know what? That's your prerogative. Understand that you're going to give it way more money than you receive back, even on a good day. But, you're going to wonder over time, like, man, where did my profit go? Like, I was making X, Y, and Z. Where's it go? And a lot of it comes down to nickel and dime stuff for that. Okay, so that's one. Robert Cotton, AZ, someone coming. These, what they are, gambit, not strategies. Yeah, I mean, I call them gambits, strategy. I don't know what you say. See, I think of a strategy, and this. Oh, I'm gonna get my Guinness. What am I saying here? Oh, so when I look at, the reason why they're called gambits, and the reason why I call them gambits, is the fact that each one of these gambits backdoor into each other in multiple ways. So, it's very much, kind of a merry-go-round of all these strategies going back and forth into each other. So they're very interconnected as a web. And the reason, what's up, James? We're wrapping up now, but man, we got like an hour and a half or 2 hours, so boom. The reason why it's so important, I guess, in the long term is, can you isolate these gambits and profit from it? Absolutely. Is it going to be as fast as what I'm doing? Probably not, but you're also not as exposed as what I'm doing, so that can actually help you in some ways. But it comes down to maximizing. So, when I started the 4 gambit, which is basically just wait until lay 4, there's always missed opportunities, quote unquote. There's always this dead time. And essentially, these strategies got developed because I was trying to say, okay, while waiting for this variance in the roll history, can I do something in the meantime? And if so, if this is what leads up to this 4 being this way, what can I do to also keep track of it? And so, for instance, the originality of the 7-7 press was not actually to make really profit or to press it up. What it was is a 5 through 9 abacus that helped me see how many times the 6 and 8 would be hit. And that's why I'd only press it 1 unit. So for instance, if I saw that the 6 starting at $18 was now at $30, while the 8 is at $18 still, you can say, well, the probability of rolling a 6 is the same as the 8. Well, 3 6s have been going. It's the pendulum swing that eventually, at some point in the cosmic oneness of the world and craps, 8s are going to get hit. So what I would do in those scenarios is actually use that, and that's why I think they started letting me take it down after a certain time, because I would turn it off, but still, it's up Mid-Atlantic craps, and still press these and use this as almost like a tally mark on the table in order to have this going to where it needed to be. And that's really crucial back then. Now, obviously, the 7-7 press has progressed since then, but that was my mini abacus, because you gotta think, guys, like, keep it simple, stupid. And I say that because I am not smart. Okay, now by pure repetition, I know this game, and I think that I've learned a lot from this game in an unbiased sense, considering the fact that I didn't really research, I just kind of read the rules and made up my own strategy. But in saying that, guys, keep it simple. Like, you know, AZ crap shooters ask the question, how do you keep up with sevens and single sevens in your head? I'm like, well, it's orbits. So in one orbit, kind of like a bomb pot in poker, if in one orbit no one can come out 7, you know, there's 10 people at the table, average of 6 rolls each, that's 60 rolls without a 7. So right now, we're almost to a 2-to-1 overage on your ratio for that. So you're already kind of sitting heavy. So there's little stories you can tell yourself, and at the end of the day, you're sitting here still going to be okay. And I'm not sitting here running through 70 numbers in my head. Now, do I can remember some numbers? Yeah, by pure repetition of doing this game long enough. And a lot of times, if you guys really want to understand, to me, if you want to learn like the way I did about not following numbers, is realistically just play craps analog. Like, I don't know how to work a computer that well, so I'm like, I work this, and my shoulder, because I'm old, or not old, I'm sorry, apologize, most of you guys are older than me. Because I'm getting old, all right, because I did some blue-collar work back in the Dizzy, my shoulders get tired. You know, your shoulders hurt. I mean, leaning over shoulders, like you're just kind of doing this the whole time. It just works for your shoulders, man. So then I was like, well, damn, I really don't want to sit here, and if I'm having to throw dice this way or like this, my shoulders are going to start getting shot quick, especially when I first started rolling like this. Because without you guys, I was like boom, 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 boom. So I was like, okay, well, how about this? I kind of know exactly what I'm going to bet on top. So do I really need to take the bets out of my rack and put them up here? No. Because I know when that number's rolled, what should I have been doing in the first place, working the 6 and 8 versus things off versus the spread versus the downturn. So what that did was it shifted me for saying, okay, I'm no longer going to put money up here anymore. I'm just going to give the bank money as needed and take back. And what that did is it slowly started getting me to the point where I was like, well, dang, I can just track this and just know what I'm getting on. And then the don't pass is just loss plus 5. So if I bet 55, that means I was down 50 for a total of 105. So I started getting these little things in my mind saying, okay, well, I already know how this is. And so as you practice your analog, or as you practice in real life, you start taking away the parts where you have to move your shoulders a lot. You know, like, all right, I don't want to move my shoulder that much. So then when you started doing that, I started slowly taking away these gambits and just doing it in my head, which then in turn got me really well remembering points and remembering X, Y, and Z and keeping my mind engaged, which in turn made me even faster by just rolling dice and not worrying about this, which in turn made me even faster to think at a crap setting in a real casino because they go 30 seconds to, 15 to 30 seconds between rolls. So that's how I learned how to do, I guess, the speed of it and also the memorization of it. But in saying that, obviously at the very beginning, I was making mistakes. So like I said, I'd have these little mnemonic devices. I guess mnemonic's not the right word. I'd have these little stories I'd tell myself to say like for instance, the call outs, 999, Nina, 999 Fräulein, that's the German birth control. That way I was like, all right, well, I'll remember saying that to myself because I'm crazy. So I was like, all right, well, I'll know when a 9's been rolled because I'll say that. 555's obviously Greg from 225's. I talked to him before he had his channel, and I still talk to him after he has his channel. He deleted his channel, but I was like 555, 555. And it doesn't matter. It's just like I heard the channel and I'm like 555. Got it. I just think it's funny. 4s and 10s, obviously by pure repetition and time. That's gone. 6s and 8s I don't really mess with unless I'm sitting here messing around with the come out. So once again, it doesn't mess with it. And once again, if you want to go the extra mile, you can say you use the abacus of the 7-7 press to know how many times you hit the 5, 6, and like that. And actually, if you want to get kind of cool about it, used to, when I'd play and they'd let me keep it up there for like forever, let's say because of the happenstance of the working the inside, I have a $35 5, I have a $24 6, I have a 42 8, and just a 15, right? Now, these all started with $15, okay? So in saying this, if you press by 1 unit, it would be the 5 that got the most presses because this has been pressed once plus 6. This has been pressed 18, 24, 30, 18, 20, sorry, 24, 30, 36, 42. 4 times, 3 times, 1 time, 0 times. Here's where you can get a little bit, I would say, obnoxious with it if you really want to start drawing deductions, is that based on this knowledge, you're like, obviously the 5 and the 8 have been way overdone. Now, realistically, you could see here and say, okay, I'm going to take all this back and redistribute it correctly versus the value and probability of hitting, aka probably turning both the 6 and 8 into 42s and then $15 on the 5 and 9 or something around that area where most of the money is in the middle working its way out. What I used to do, as well as that, if I want to reset, you could downgrade to minimums, and that's kind of like your collect. But if you're going to use this as almost like an abacus, you could take it a couple of ways. So some people would take it where, okay, the 8s are hot, the 5s are hot, I'm going to keep pressuring the 8s and 5s. Where I always say the minute you realize there's a pattern is the minute it's going to change on you. And I say that because trends are trends because by the time you see the trend, it's trending somewhere else. You know, it's like following the fads back in the day in school. Everyone had the pet rock, but by the time you got the pet rock, now they're moving on to pogs. So there's that. What I like to do is kind of the reverse of it. So understandably, the probability of hitting a 6 and an 8 are the same. You know, both of them. 5 and 9 are the same. So a cool thing I would do is, believe it or not, is switch. If this one got hit a bunch, I would switch it and come over to here. So you're still getting rewarded if you hit the 5 because you're coming back and doing this. But now the offset of it on the opposite side can get hit, and it gets a lot more bang for the buck to reconcile on the pendulum between 2 mirrored probability factors. And now you're not just capitalizing on a 5 after hitting a few times. Now you're capitalizing on the 9 immediately. And you can do the same thing for the 8. Move this over to the 6. I used to do that all the time. It's just different variations of how you want to do it. Or you can just say, hey, I want to come all the way back to where I want to be, which is the minimum. So there's a lot of ways to play that. Did any of y'all have any other questions? I feel like I don't even know what the question was at for. If you guys have not seen Kevin Smith's Q&A sessions, it's almost exactly like that. You know, like someone asked, it literally says Kevin Smith Q&A. And he's a movie producer. And, you know, they have a line out there and they ask one person, the first person asks one question, and he bases a 3.5-hour monologue of his life, career, and everything on that first question. So, I feel like I'm like this sometimes. All right, any more questions? I guess while I'm doing that, I can always just, you know, roll 7s. Or no, I'll roll 5s. I'm feeling 5s today. So I can keep rolling 5s until we're done. And if no one's got any questions, then I'll just roll the 5s and call it a day. 1-5. Wow. Yeah, I hear you, James Hogan. Getting old. LOL. Yeah, I know. I knew the minute I said it, I was like, I'm talking to the wrong audience right now. It's also fun when I'm rolling 5s and talking to you guys and getting some questions. It's always interesting to see like how many people like drop out. Like, all right, well, no more craps is being thrown. I'm out of here. I also think that's kind of funny. I'm also notoriously bad for popping into a session and then obviously staying for 10 seconds and then leaving again. So that also happens. Well, what can you say, guys? I mean, theoretically, anybody that stays in here and watches more than 7 seconds is pretty much a Hollywood in my point. But, you know, I'm pretty sure I'm mystified by almost anything. Man, 1-5. 5s are not getting a lot of love. Oh my God. Plusley in the black. Wow. That's actually kind of funny that I was rolling and now I haven't rolled a 5 yet. Now, hold on now. Okay. There was a minute I was like, I'm going to have to spin. Oh, I'm going to do it right now. Nope. If I can do it. I don't think I can do it. All right, hold on. I'll be right back. This is actually kind of funny because I can actually test this. I'll be right back. Where the... Oh, here you go. Okay. 1-5. 5s are not getting a lot of love. Oh my God. Plusley in the black. Wow. That's actually kind of funny that I was rolling and now I haven't rolled a 5 yet. Now, hold on now. Okay. There was a minute I was like, I'm going to have to spin. Oh, I'm going to do it right now. Nope. If I can do it. All right, hold on. I'll be right back. This is actually kind of funny because I can actually test this. I'll be right back. Do you know I've never done this before? At all my time playing craps and all the dice that I use, I've never once, like shown you guys like these dice are good. I don't know. Okay, first of all, I'm going to knock this Guinness over. I can tell that going 1,000 miles away. It rolls. It's positive. Guess it'd roll lopsided if it was weighted. There we go. Feel good about that one too. I feel really good about that one. Sorry guys, I kind of had a freak out session because I rolled like 6 dice 17 times and never once got never got a 5. That was kind of weird. And they're all black dice, and I was like, that's also weird. That's a roll of 5. Probably isn't the best service. Well, that rolled too. Okay. All right, we're good. Hashtag Eagle 2 Fox Chew. No, they always gotta love an audit to make sure that we're still on the up and down. I guess it's not good that I paused and was like, are these loaded dice? I guess I'd have figured it out by now. I'd have been like, all right, something's off here. You can also tell, if you don't know about loaded dice, before I even had a craps channel, I had a junk, like, you know, gag rolling dice. And they roll very awkwardly. You can just tell, like, I don't know if, like, probably professional loaded dice probably has some kind of, like, better ones, but I mean, they'll be like this and be like, floop, and like flip over again. So I thought that was kind of funny. 5. All right. I feel better now. I mean, yeah, you know, people send me dice, and I never once checked to see if they're loaded. Someone could have sent me dice, and that feels good. Someone could have sent me dice and legitimately just been loaded the whole time. So I guess help me or hurt me. I feel like it'd hurt me because I wouldn't like that, but I guess someone's heart. Dude, I cannot spin a dice. If this was on a table, I could. This is weird because I'm trying to like, oh yeah, that's a good one. I would not do good with dreidels. That's pretty good. All right. Those passed the test, guys. In case you guys are wondering about that, we passed the test. I'm surprised none of you have any questions. Usually I got 17 questions by now, which this is a good thing. That means I explained everything pretty well. You know, I'm going back to Harrah's. I'm going to go once a week to Harrah's. That's going to be kind of a thing now that I'm not banned anymore for my 60 days. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to go, usually River Valley. I mean, they're giving me like, I don't know if it's an I'm sorry for whatever, but I mean, I got some pimp comps for the month of November. Maybe everyone did. I don't know. If everyone got comp, I mean, I feel like Thanksgiving is like comp central. I know this is going to sound bad, but I got to test every dice now to make sure they're all. Oh, baby. That was great. So yeah, so I think I got something like $4,000 in comps. That one was beautiful. Yeah, I'm getting better. Yes, I'm learning. Nope, that was bad. That was equally as bad. There you go. Yeah, so I'm gonna go in. I did really good last week. I did 2.5 hours, $2,700, which is great. Kind of scary though. Speaking of the 1,200, the reason why it was scary is because I actually did make an improper bet. Not an improper bet that wasn't supposed to be paid out and did get paid out. I overbetted when I shouldn't have, and that was just my bad. So kind of pissy at that. I was really sad at myself because I mean it was justifiable because of the situation I was in, but I never like thinking later that I could have made a smaller bet. Oh, Harvey's dice. What a champ, Harvey's. Is this Harvey's? Hell yeah, it's Harvey's. Lake Tahoe Harvey's. Heck yeah. What is this one? Circa. Whatever. Alright. So that's always, and it's hard, and this is me just kind of jaw-jacking y'all about craps. It's hard too that like, you know, not these videos because I can like gear myself in, but hey, you know, what are you gonna do? But you know, doing multiple bankrolls is not always the best in terms of practice. because it's hard for me sometimes because I have numbers in my head for certain gauges and certain bankrolls, and if I'm starting out with a weird bankroll, or all of it has to do with table minimums and stuff like that, it just gets on my nerves. Well, guys, man, if you ain't got no questions, I'll wait a couple more seconds, and I think that's the spirit of the West right there. I mean, that's calling my name. Especially, I don't even know how long this has been going on either. I mean, I don't know how long the stream is. Let me just exit out. I won't be able to see your comments, but I will when I log back in. I have to take a survey. Please rate your ads experience. Awful. Well, that was easy. I guess when you yell at them. Let's see here. All right, cool. Let's look at the comments now. Biff, I like 2 or 3 tosses on the 6 and 8. Afraid dealer will look at me funny. Good seeing you, Charlie, live. Thank you, Mel C. If only 1 toss. Oh, you know, and this is a little bit different in backgrounds because I look. People who've seen me in real life know that I'm getting better now because obviously I'm in my 30s now. But when I started playing craps, 21, I looked 12, and I think everyone at 21 looks 12 pretty much. I was really getting ID'd almost all the way into my 30s, and so to me, dealers always looked at me funny. But also, I'm a very talkative person, so I was always conversating with the dealers. So I never had this issue. But I have to be honest with you, Biff, and this is not in any way an insult to you, so don't take it like this. But I treat sometimes my bets with dealers like buying prophylactics at the store. It's embarrassing. You get weird looks. Sometimes people snicker at you and don't understand you fully. But by God, you're going home to get laid, son. You're going home with cheddar biscuits and feeling good about it, So at the end of the day, man, they can look at you funny, but you know why you're getting it, and you know what bet you're making, and you know what's going to give it for you. So, and I don't mean that to be, it's just, that's the way I would look at it. You're just buying prophylactics, man. You're getting laid at the end, it's all good. Oh. Dude, I'm not live? Well, that's I get it. Heck yeah, Biff. I love that you get it. That was pretty good. I actually am proud of I'm proud of that one myself. All right, well, cool, guys, man. It's awesome. Man, we're living the dream. I'm trying to think if I got anything to show you guys, but no, all my other felts are in there. Could play some blackjack. Blackjack would be pretty fun. I'll give it to you guys. You want to play one? You know what? We're doing it. I don't care. You know what? What's a little blackjack gonna hurt? Ugh. I can answer crap questions as I play blackjack, so don't feel bad about that. And then also, I can sit here and... Oh, I thought my light was on for a minute. Do you count 7s in the field gimmick? Yes, I do. You always... if it's a non-field number, you absolutely count it. And I guess I'm just going to play regular blackjack because I don't feel like pulling out the 10s for Spanish 21. But in saying that, I absolutely would be playing Spanish 21 versus blackjack because I just like that better because they take the 10s out and you can keep pressing. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to do blackjack at a $10 table, and yeah, just go from there, really. I believe this is 10 decks, or no, sorry, 10 decks, my bad. I believe this is 8 decks, because I think that's what Cherokee uses. If it's not 8 decks, it's whatever Cherokee uses, which it could be 6 or 8. Without me exposing a card. I mean, that's how big it is in my hand. So, I don't know, 5 inches, 5, 6 inches, something like that. All right, I'm just put that in the bottom because doing the whole thing. Guys, I'm not a card counter, so I'm not gonna waste your time with that. And let's go ahead and 2,000 would be the max bet, so I guess I'd come in there with 3,000. So here's 2,000, 3,000, 35, 1, 2, 3, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 25. Beep. And I'm sorry, guys, we're not going to play out Blackjack. We're not going to pay out Blackjack with the 250 chips, so work with me here. All right. $4,000 bankroll, $10 minimum table, and $2,000 max bet. I'm not doing pair pluses, I'm not doing bonuses, I'm just doing straight Blackjack. It's actually going to be kind of fun, actually. And just so you guys can see it from my aerial view. I just want to add how cool this is. And sorry kind of going off on a diatribe here, but I don't know, like Blackjack. And it's something fun to do. I haven't played in a while. And I feel like you guys deserve it because of, I mean, I feel like I haven't gotten online forever. So I'll play 2 spots of my 4,000. I was like, should I deal it down? No. Bangarang. Bangarang. Oh. Awesome. Super awesome. Not so awesome. I never pay insurance, so I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, well, I already have, oh, perfect. I already have my strategy online, so I can look at this. Blackjack, loss. Because if I don't see it, it doesn't matter because it doesn't change anything I do. Just put that right there. All right. 15, 15. Ace, king. 16, 16 or 6. And we don't know. I'm going to stay on that one. I'm going to stay on 16. 12, 19, take 2, 4, 5. It's $50. Now, that time, guys, was because I have 20% left on my battery. Yeah, every time my battery says like, hey, 10% left, 20% left, every time I'll kick from the internet, all that stuff. And I want you to know, I have to get on a chair, go up here, look at this tripod, to see what kind of stupidness I gotta do. So, I lost that. I just colored up the chips that the bank has. I've lost 10 and 15, that's 25, so I'm just doing 30 on 2 spots. I guess it really doesn't matter because I can't count cards. But 8, 4, 6, 17, 5 or 15. I will stay. I will hit. That's 6 or 17. I will hit. That's 17. I'll stay. 10, 12. 15, 25, so in that whole gambit, I didn't lose a damn dime. Started back at 10. Started back at 10. Two, ace, king, 6, ace, blank, hit. That's gonna be 15, stay. I'm actually gonna split. Stay. Booze. 16, 20. Loss. Loss. So I'm down $5. Alright, so I made this one. So this one presses. I lost 10, so I come back with 15 right here, but for different reasons, you know, different reasons. I'm gonna add to my hand. 3, 4, queen, 6, 14, blank, hit, 16, stay, 14, not hit, stay, 15, 23, base 15, which resorts it back down to 10. Okay. Base 15, auto winner, comes up to 20. Boom. Both are on winning ones now. Deuce, ace, 2, king, 12, blackjack, blank is the only bustable number that I'll hit with hit. 14, stay, blackjack, obviously stay. 5, 9, 18. So I'll lose this, which brings that to 15. Loss plus 5. I win this. I'm gonna hit it by 5. Put that. I'm confused. Why do you put the first dealer versus dealer? It don't matter. Because I'm a dealer, I'm a junk dealer, I'm a craps player, and I don't know how to do this. And I'm too ignorant, stubborn, and mean to sit here and sit at a blackjack table and just play this game for $5 and $10 at a time in order to do it. And I'm just trying to keep consistency because I'm horrible. 11, 15, blank. Okay, doesn't matter. 11 gets hit no matter what, but 13 stays. 15 stays. 4 or 14. 14. 19 stay. 11. This is a loss. This is a loss. This was profit. So now you come to loss plus 5, which is 15. This was 15 and 10 for 25. And now is 30. Boom. 9, 6, queen, 15, 9, blank. 15 stays, 9 hits, 13 stays, deuce, 22, 15 gets paid out here, right here. Both of these are on losing runs. So they both get reset to $10. I can do it the other way if it makes you feel better. Heck, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm about to. Oh! I saw a jack. So, a blackjack. So, if you see that milling around somewhere in the stack, that's where I saw it. Okay. So, 10, 10, resert the wins. 3, down. 13, 19, up. 13 is a stay, 19 is a stay. 9, 15, 22. So both of them get paid. Press by 5, press by 5. 3, deuce, blank, 6, 3 or 13. Ooh, ace. Blackjack. Both of these are winning runs. So I will sit here and lost plus 5. So now they're both 15. Nine blank. Ooh, 9. Ooh, 9. Ooh, jack. I'm just gonna stay. I thought about splitting that, but I'm not. 13. Later, Biff. 20. So 10, 20. Pet. So 10, 15, 25, 30. So if I lose this, I'm going to 55. 8. Oh, blank. 18. 13. Deuce. All these are stays. 7. Oh no. 11. 19. All right, so I gotta go to 55 on both. Now this is where it could get a little dicey. King, 7, blank, deuce, 8 or 18, and 7. 12 is the only one I'll hit on, and of course, that's gone. 8 or 18, I'm gonna stay. 15, there's that blackjack, and that is gone. So 55 gets paid out right here, and that is a reset 10. 55 loss right there for a total of 105. So we're going to 110 on this one. King, 9, blank. Oh, yes. Oh, I like it even better. Okay, 16, all these are stay. 14, 20. So this gets lost, which makes that loss plus 5 to 15. Boom. This got paid, and so we're going to take and result this back into 10. So this was a loss. I guess I can put the camera right here so I can read it. Didn't even think about that. Okay. So, win on a losing run. Nope. All right. 8, 17, 17, blank, stay. 15, 19. Losing run 10, and that's 25, 30. This is also losing, so that's 15. Both on loser runs. Ace, 6, blackjack, not blackjack. I will hit on this one. I'll hit again. 15, I'm going to stay. 13, 22. Well, that's going to be blackjack. Doesn't matter. Both on losing runs. And that's also going to pay. So it all gets reset back to 10. And like I said, there's only one shoe, and I'm dealing pretty slow. We'll get through the shoe and actually figure out how much money I made. But I mean, we're chugging right along. I'm gonna put this back on top and just clean this up and kind of get this out of the way so I can make more stacks. All right, both on winning runs. Haven't even touched the big chips, which is good. So let's get into it. 4, ace, 7, 7, blackjack, blank, hit, 17, stay, 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 15, 21, baby, push, take. That goes to 15. Jack, 8, deuce, 20, 11, and blank. Stay, obviously, and I'm actually going to do a double right here. 18. Oh no, 11, 18. So this gets paid, which brings this back down to 10. Push. All right. 7, deuce, queen, 12, deuce, blank. 12 is the only one I hit, so hit. 15, stay. Hit. 8, hit. 18, stay. 20, take them both. 15, 15. 5, 3, 9, 14, 10, blank, stay, hit, 18, 13, 23, it's paid 30. I think that was a bust. I think let's go to 20. Eight, 4, 5, 11, 14, 20. I'm gonna hit and just make it 40. 19, 14. I'm gonna stay. 5, 10, 17. So 11, 19. This is going to win 40. I'll press it by, made a 25, and that's on a winning run. 14 lost. That was on a winning run. Nightmare lineup, and that goes to back to 10 for the win. Both on winning runs. Now, Jack, 9, King, 15, 17, blank, stay, stay. Oh, well, it didn't matter, 21. 15, 10. I don't think I've done this live too. I think it's my first time kind of showing it, so I'm interested to see if I make money or how much money I make in general. Oh, I did. Okay, so 14 stays, 12 hits for 16 stays, 12, 17, 26. May I think about that for a second. This wins. Press by 5, getting a little froggy. This wins. Press by 5, get a little froggy. Five, deuce, 8, 8, 8, blank. All right, hit. 12, no, 13. Stay. 8, hit. 17, stay. 12, 22. 20 gets paid 20. goes 25, 15, base 15. Oh. And that goes to 20. Kind of getting a little froggy here, but dude, man, man, this is wearing me out. I think we're only halfway done. God, how many cards are in Blackjack? Good Lord. 3. That's so in 6, and everyone's like, that's the best ever. So I'm actually gonna split. Come on, really being a degenerate gambler. Stay. Oh no, 11, 21. How about that? So that's 20, 40, $65. Now that is a rough one, but that's a $65 total. So what I'm gonna do is just one hand covers the loss. So 2 hands is going to do loss plus. So we're going to see how this plays. 9, good one to have. 9, better one to have. Wow. 999, Fräulein. That's the German birth control. Okay, 14, not the best. All right, well that stays. Doesn't matter. And I'm going to split, which is terrifying. This is where really gambling comes in. This is called, I just want to lose it all, you know? 15 stay, 13 stay, 19 take it all. So 65 is 130, 230. So I'm down $230 off that run. Oof. 230. I'm gonna switch to one hand and go straight to 230. Deuce, awesome. King, not good. 8, better. Hit, 20. 16, 26. Woo! Woo! That was a little dicey. 1, 2, 10, 20, 30. $10. Oh wait, I lost the shoe. So if I back out, I gotta stick with this guy. And then that means I'm gonna go ahead and turn it into, actually I don't have to turn this in. I'll start a $25 hand and I will finish with what's in my hand now. So, all right. 13, stay, 12, 14, 15, 20. It's always funny, you think the dealers are always the ones that can just get those crazy runouts. Deuce, 4, 8, blank, hit, 16, stay, 9, 17. So 20, 55. I know. No, what's up, Zach? That's 60. Here, 7. Queen, 17, blank, stay, 19. So 55, so 105, 110. Right? Yeah. Nope. King, Jack, 6, blank, stay, 14, 16, 19, 5, so it's 215. Ooh, we're getting up there, guys. Seven, Jack, 13, blank, stay, 20. Getting up there, 425. 8, good number. Jack, not the best. 8, Oof. Oof badoof. If I'm gonna bankrupt, nah, it's showing a jack, I wouldn't do that, I'd stay. 15, 20. See? This is gonna be short 9. It's 900. Big hand. Queen. Jack. Queen. Stay. And you guys think it's rigged. Oof. Alright, so fat one. So let me think about this. Actually. So it'd have been a 7. I just want to see if I split it. Well, I can't. Okay, so it'd have been a 7. The been ready to be. Well, guys, can we just go ahead and do a last bet, best bet for the one time? Actually, I can put this up. This is the max bet that I can do, and that's what I will do. Which is $2,000. Thank God I am not a blackjack player. We're going to try it out, though. Jesus, no. Okay. Hit. Oh! Guys. Saw it here first. Come on now. 19. Stay. Oh no. 9. 18. Let's go. All right. Well, that's 2 pays 2, and that's 2,000 pays 2,000. So that was a little bit nerve-wracking. And that right there, I'm gonna go ahead and get some 5s. I don't think I've ever seen it run out to almost the last bet. That rarely happens. I say that. It happens every day, guys. Happens probably more than a million times more than I think it does. All right, well, that was a loss progression, so we're back to $10. I know it doesn't seem a fun thing, but I'm going to stay. 16, 23, pays 10. No. No! Well, you guys missed the best ever. So, I lost to the 21, which is not ideal. And then I pulled a 7, 2, 9 for 18. And they pulled a 7, 2, 8 for 18 or 17. So I ended up winning the 2,000, and now I regressed back down to $10, and then I just won this one, which brings it to here plus 5. And I was saying that, and I put my charger on so it's not going to freeze for the rest of the hands, but I was saying that that's probably the farthest I've ever run it. And if you guys can tell, the audio is different because I had to take the microphone out and put it in. So, all right, so boom. Ooh. Where were you last time? 19. I'm just going to stay, so I'm flipping it. 14, 24, 20. Press it by 5. Bring it back to 25. Ooh. Boom. Boom. I wonder. There it is. 729. There it is. See? And that's the hand I won. You goobers. And I think, what was the queens before that? Yep. Yep. Because the 7-4 jack. And that's what lost me right there. So that lost to 21. Okay. And I put the max, which was 2,000. And it came out, for me, it came out 7-2 jack. And for them, it came out 7-2 9. There you go. And then the next hand after that, which was the, don't even know what this is. Oh yeah, that, whatever that was. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, but we got there. All right, so this has been the press up. And now we're gonna do 9, 6, 19. I'm not gonna hit. 8, 19, push. I think this will be the last hand anyway. 4, jack, 5, 8, hit. That'd be 9, 13, I would stay. And then I would lose, which I'm fine with because that brings me, that was a winning run. So it brings me in. So let's see what we made. That was a damn near, I mean, this is what's left of the shoe. But I mean, that is huge. That was a lot of, I don't know how people play like all that. All right, 25, 75. Really, Charlie? 2, 4, 5. $75, 100, 200, 300, 400, 1,000, plus 3,000 is 4,000. All right, so in that, 2 bankrolls of 2,000 that we had to combine in once we quit out, we made $295. Jim! Well, it's been real. It's been fun, guys. But man, we're done. We're out. We're donezos. 3 hours is donezo. So we made $800 off the $25 table, which is a really great watch if you guys didn't see it. And the reason why I say that is because it showed, I believe, in a recovery in the first 30 minutes, it showed a really great 10-10, lost on the DP, go to the 4, which then I lost that. And it shows a recovery between the don't pass, the 4, and the 10, which is really great. The second one was at a $10 table with $800, and I made $161 there. Really had some great recoveries in terms of the don't pass bar because I got heavy on a 9 to 150 and then clicked. So it shows at the $800 level, like how that can really go, which was good. And then last but not least, I did a 2K bankroll, made $400 and some change, and at the $15 table. And once that was completed, I answered some questions, which were, just basically general questions about like betting strategies and gambits and stuff. And I was telling people like, this is where this goes in X, Y, and Z. So there's that. And then, last but not least, we did a blackjack, no problem, Mel. We did a blackjack session, which we made $295 for another profit. So all in all, I think we made something like $1,400, $1,600, or $1,700 total for the session in 3 hours. So that could be equated to basically 6 hours at a casino, which still is better. 6-hour workday for $1,400 tax-free. Pretty dang good. But other than that, guys, it was a pleasure. I know that I don't get online a lot. It's because, to be honest with you guys, I'm pretty much a degenerate and a horrible person and probably the worst YouTuber ever. So consistency is not my forte. But I did go to Disney, so that's kind of cool.
Other than that, guys, I appreciate it. This is Charlie from Drunk Guy Explains, and guys, push forward no matter what.